You don't feel like there's an awful lot more people coming to this planet. If you walk around different parts of the world, for example in China or in India or in any of the rapidly growing cities in Latin America, you can feel the problems that this is causing. Huge amounts of people lumped on top of each other in megacities. This is a huge challenge for society that we are facing here. Another big challenge is the changing consumption patterns. This is has a huge impact on the development of society, and particularly the development of agriculture. Because what is happening, and if you just take again the example of China, what is happening is, of course, you have people moving from rural towns into bigger cities looking for work, usually earning more money, and somehow, let's say, growing from classical rural population to a more middle class type of population, which is then consuming more meat. So the classical sign of a middle class population is a higher demand for more meat. And with this demand for more meat, of course, you need a valuable source of protein that will provide feed, that will, at the end of the day, feed all the cows and the pigs and whatever else that are going to meet this demand for increased meat. So this has a huge impact on the development of agriculture, trends in agriculture. If you think about what these changes in dietary patterns are actually causing, totally apart from the demographic growth, which is a huge challenge in and of itself. Another point is today we already have 1 in 8, close to 1 billion people go hungry today. You can imagine what's going to happen when the population keeps growing as it is growing today, and we have another 2 to 3 billion people. This is going to become another big challenge to address the issue of hunger. A fourth challenge is the topic of insufficient storage. It's of course not just good enough to produce agricultural products and to make them available for food production. What often happens in many cases is that there is insufficient storage facilities, be it cold storage or whatever else. And this can result in a lot of the agricultural produce that has been generated gets lost, goes rotten, and is not available then for food processing. So this is also an area that needs to be addressed. And another big issue, and here just think about the simple economics of supply and demand. You have a growing population. Think about the supply that is available. You need land to produce food, and think about the available arable hectares that are available per person to produce this food, to meet this growing demand. In 1950, it was 0.52, half a hectare per person was available. In 2010, this had gone down to 0.2. In 2050, this will be 0.15, less than a third of what is available today, which means we have to be getting a lot more food out of the land that is available today. This is the size of the challenge that's facing us. Weather fluctuations, as a final point here, you can see the wonderful weather we're having today, big discussions, climate change. What impact is this having on agriculture? Here, just one simple example, a 1 degree increase in temperature, the impact on rice yields, basically minus 300 and over 300 kilograms of yield per hectare. This is huge. This is very, very big. And forecasts are the temperatures are going to keep rising, so this is going to become a bigger and bigger problem. So at the end of the day, almost all analysts come to the similar conclusion. We're going to have to increase food supply by at least 70% to meet the demand in 2050. And think again about the size of the challenge that we have. Population is growing rapidly, arable land per capita is declining, you have climate change, a lot of volatility, and this is a tremendous challenge that we are facing. So at Bayer CropScience, when we think about this, the size of the challenges, this isn't something that scares us. This is actually something that we get quite excited about. because here we believe we can make a big contribution to offering solutions for a lot of these challenges. We do, however, think that this will call for a new way of thinking about agriculture. We do not believe that just incremental growth and just doing a little bit more of what we're doing today, a little bit better, is going to be enough. There will have to be significant changes and really innovative changes to meet the demands of agriculture for the future. And for us, these